You've heard the phrase, drink the Kool-Aid, right? But what if I told you it comes from one of the darkest, most horrifying events in American history, and almost everything people think they know about it is wrong? Over 900 people didn't just die. They were manipulated, drugged, silenced, and in many cases, forced. This wasn't mass suicide, it was something far more disturbing. Jim Jones started as a charismatic civil rights preacher in Indiana. He founded the People's Temple, a church that fought segregation, fed the poor, and preached racial equality. Even the media called him a hero. He built a massive following of idealists who believed they were changing the world. He didn't look like a cult leader. He looked like a prophet or a politician. Jones moved his followers to Jonestown, Guyana in 1977, a remote jungle commune he called paradise. But when people arrived, it wasn't a utopia. It was a barbed wire surrounded compound with armed guards, forced labor, and constant surveillance. Letters home were censored. Anyone who spoke up was drugged, beaten, or isolated. No one was allowed to leave, because Jonestown wasn't heaven, it was a trap. In 1978, Congressman Leo Ryan flew to Jonestown after reports of abuse and people begging to leave. At first, things looked okay, until a temple member slipped a secret note up to Ryan that read, "Please help us get out of Jonestown." As Ryan and a group of defectors tried to leave the airstrip the next day, Jones sent a death squad. Ryan and 4 others were gunned down, the only U.S. congressman ever murdered in office. That's when the order was given. It was time for revolutionary suicide. Jones gathered to the community and told them the government would torture their children. Mothers were forced to give their babies a cyanide-laced drink, many syringed into their mouths. 918 people died, including 304 children. Survivors reported armed guards standing by, ready to kill anyone who resisted. The drink? It wasn't Kool-Aid. It was a cheap knockoff called Flavor Aid. Most didn't choose to die. They were manipulated, drugged, and in some cases, murdered. Jones used sleep deprivation, amphetamines, public shaming, and fear of outsiders to control his followers. He staged fake attacks to convince people that only he could protect them. Members were forced to participate in white night rehearsals, fake mass suicide drills, over and over. By the time the real poison came, many were too broken to resist. This wasn't just mass death. It was psychological warfare, and Jim Jones won. Jones died from a gunshot wound, most likely self-inflicted, but some believe he was executed by a follower. The U.S. government found caches of cash, tapes, weapons, and drugs at the site. Jones left over 40 uncatalogued audio tapes, including one where you can hear the massacre as it happened. If you ever wondered how 900 people could willingly die, maybe they didn't.